Hello, you're very welcome to our news bite here on Destination Newry on a wet Tuesday evening. And thanks to our community activists for giving us all the information. But I suppose a little bit of news this evening here from Camlar today was that the I suppose the refuge dump at the back of Camley here has been inundated with people from all over the area coming through. And Destination Newry did cover it today, and Councillor Murphy was on it. We're coming up towards there's the Dead Man's Lone on the left hand side, and the right hand side that's Buckley's Lane. And it has been used tremendously well over this last while, but this last 24 hours, by the looks of things, it seems that the amenity site down the back of Carl's Hill is being used by a lot of people, and I'm hearing that they're coming from far and wide because some of the other amenity sites are not opened in the area. So I hope maybe with us showing this here that the council will probably go back out and open. There are other community sites in Hilltown and in Newtown, and I'm not sure if the one up in Newry is open as well, but it's putting a serious pressure on the people of Camla and the amenity site here. It's okay. To be used and to be shared. There's no question about that. But if there's only one open, it's a wee bit too much. And of course, it puts the council people under pressure as well there. So bringing this live to you today, and I'm just letting you know about it this evening here. So it is a lot of pressure on the people of Camla. The traffic on that road is a very narrow road, and there's a lot of traffic on it. So please be careful. It is something that has to be worked out and has to be sorted. But anyway, back to the other news here, the coronavirus news. No deaths in the Northern Ireland has been reported in this last 24 hours. The death total stands at 556. Again, in the Republic, no deaths in the Republic. It stands at 1,746, but there's 11 new cases. And the total in the Republic of Ireland is 25,638 cases, and there's 2,302 people have died in the island of Ireland with coronavirus. In the UK, the death toll is 44,968, with 136 people dying in this last 24 hours. In Wales, 2 more people have died of COVID-19, bringing their total to 1,543. And in Scotland, the figures show 2,490 patients in Scotland have died of a positive test for COVID-19. No, the actual number is known to be higher. Weekly data published by the National Records of Scotland up until the 5th of July show there were 4,173 deaths registered in Scotland with COVID-19. Back here in the north of Ireland, Stormont Infrastructure Minister Nicola Mallon said she supported the use of face coverings in shops in Northern Ireland. The Executive Office said the issue was under continuous review, and the wearing of face coverings in shops in England is to become mandatory from the 24th of July. The GAA, indoor GAA facilities, including dressing rooms and gyms, are to remain closed until further notice. The association's COVID advisory group agreed the restrictions would remain in place, with a condensed club season set to commence this weekend. Club bars do not serve food will be allowed to open from Monday. Over the last week, clubs in Cork, Dublin, Louth and Down have all been forced to suspend activity after a club member tested positive for COVID-19. On Monday, Addy Call here, GAA suspended all activity until after the 19th of July, the first Ulster club to be forced into bringing their restart to a halt following the 3-month layoff. Condensed county championships are set to resume in July before inter-county games return in October. In a Facebook statement, Addy Call confirmed the positive test and advised club members that they would be contacted by public health officials if there was a need to be tested. So we'll watch that one. Brexit. A group of MPs has questioned if the government can meet its promise of unfettered trade between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. The Northern Ireland Affairs Committee has been examining the Northern Ireland part of the Brexit deal known as the Protocol. The government said that when it takes effect in January, it will not mean new processes for Northern Ireland to Great Britain trade. But the MP said unfettered access will need a concession from the EU. That has not yet been granted. The focus is on a piece of administration known as an exit summary declaration. The government has repeatedly said this will not be needed for Northern Ireland goods being sent to Great Britain. It was this paperwork that the Prime Minister suggested Northern Ireland business could throw in the bin. However, the EU said the declarations were a requirement for its customs rules. In Ireland, the Taoiseach has said that the government will meet tomorrow where there will be further discussions around travel, and he said they would also consider advice for the National Public Health and Emergency Team. Micheál Martin said this would culminate in decisions on the 20th of July in terms of drawing up a green list of countries. It is expected that a green list of countries where Irish people can travel to without restrictions will be published. It is also stated that travel from America is to be looked at as well. Well, we do know that there is a serious issue in Texas and in Florida, and there is planes coming in from that part of the world. So we wait to see how the Irish government will deal with that. So that's all our news for today. So take care and watch yourselves, and we'll do this all again tomorrow evening.